Facebook, Sompa 93.1 on Facebook. Now, welcome on board. Your friend Ember Power, but you're phoning in out say Apostle General Jeffrey Asari Atanase, Sasson Prince Ewaha, Philip Inkum Sa Filippo, on Oswatanase, Jakum Blankson with the local issues. Obetenenka, Mr. Wack is the producer for this wonderful show. From MCR, your Bapa Grace, and your Buafoni now home Kutem, Ewa MCR this morning, Shonu Eba Wakwemo, and now yet 18th day of the month of May. The 19th day of the month of May, the year 2025. Welcome on board once again. A free Samuel Kopimi said, Premu Beto midday, and a best also na midday news no so tomaba. Special good morning and call Emma Omahene you do watch and the wonderful morning show team no so my year Juma and Rasso say yes to us so interesting issues baby and a free fear ever their Safu Jenfi black president aka their coach Karim Zito home you better come up baby don't forget sir Ghana Premier League no some exciting results. Krobia Kumasia Sante Godoko over the weekend will fear the PM Munginano details no be later on. I will show we so Samson and Manu FA Cup and whom Komoha under 20 Africa Cup of Nations South Africa wamuna jesu wamuna so yebedini ina hon komo yebe konko phone close wedding komo na winning season no eba na wie anasa na otwe wie across the top 5 major European leagues no winning Bundesliga eba na wie Saturday yebedin komo latest from the world of transfer from the camp of Chelsea to Manchester United to Liverpool elsewhere Arsenal PSG Team Sakesering na Madrid ni Barca yebedi na omu ina ho enkomo and to just take and stay with us a free family copy midday but a time herba mixture mukutem and a show way ba time herba no dear sunny and it's a malaria fever ayo and then when numa to untumi ni di edrono a time herba mixture pebinom nemwa nentu a yen 3D yade ni na se enfamao sanso time HH herba mixture no and in the capsules ewe drama so na eboa na boost immune system for your general well-being te draw we no ehia so be yare ansa down it also pebinom don't forget so simple rush CB ego private parta wonu draw we a be hini nyina se ma hoato fresh 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 wo free line so abeje so gentleman dental and a ton safra so we so problem ni nyina no breya so ye ni ntu ase mfama wo siebu anase etu apan ni nyina no uduru ya so ye a ye be hwe asini kama e de amam se hono wasue ye gentleman dental ho na wo so bogura na ye ntu sa how ni nyina se mfama Kumasi wa Brepo Junction total filling station echiwope Techima share o magazine ho we do any echiremu Techima market ho na ho da obehu yen Accra ye Nungwani Atomic Down obehu yen Kofodua ye adjacent to the Central Police Station market area ho and also yabo ye sesen takrade pipe no Tadisco kwano so ho na ye bo and one so be free line no so 0559 139582 0559 139582 free line so abejo so 3A Herbal Center 3A Herbal Center yan yedi 3A co capsules no diaba etu koko ni nyina se koko no efifri ni padua nani anase wo moje metoda o posa wani na ye kote se de wa fire no masa hadwen wadro aye 3A co capsules no pebinom na ntu koko ni nyina se herbal shop anase pharmacy shop bi abewure mu no won sabe kan dro ni bi atumato 054 610 7107 line na good screen is so 0546 107 107 wo fra abejo so yen wetin komo yakwa ma no na pansasia no na ye betway bet influencer no na ye de ko se tutuo na nya sika ofia wo hwe grace ne ma na mo ofia masa sika wo mo ho ni nyina nse enne omo hye bet ni bi na omo agum na omo twa kakra ani ade enso echire esanse se enne monday kra no hwe aye grace start na obehu se wasese kakra e de ato enche na agum ni nyina no se bet we se so hye wi a wo course no na wo ni afofra che wo no omo cha na omo twa no wo 4% who 4% what you are training in enti enu kwa tumi ma okas more. But don't forget sir, terms and conditions apply, and of course regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet that responsibly way. Bet we hun come on no guess musom na yanda hum resisia ye ba ye jana be so na ya konkrofon kroso se ye ba sia. Nti eno ayede etiano no mrena so se yeko na yeko kwedi nkomo kakra ewo nkrofon kroso ye di nkomo bebre e ma remfisa matters bebre e ba so ba Johnny yen ewo Facebook ni so ndi nkomo sanse so no ye no na ye nto Johnny ya your sentiment, your views and comment wa dwenche wa sambusa no waten ye empo watena tin nyina no wo de be fa ba na ye di nkomo kama na bibia so atumi akoso nti yenko na ye ndi nkomo kakra ena no pay ewo so no so wo Johnny o Facebook so me hu sa won so wabaso Johnny and share page no na yen kasa na bibia ntumi enye kama pato or pato laundry and I'll pay what Johnny our platform na so sanso Olivia Tiwa wo so we so no so yen Tani Coleman what Johnny and Samson and Eje Yeboa aya wisdom wo so we so no so Emil Smith won so ho mfamfo Douglas and afi Douglas Costa mungina ma Johnny a platform na so anopaya enya asem keto kranti ejane be so sesie na yetin komone bibia son atumi ayakama ena anope enso ho enti ba bia wo bia no welcome on board yenko na yendi enkomo kakra me patro Grace me sure say e dey free owura de den enso we no aye tennis mini tennis nkomo kakra woni sa ananwata ana etumi pass we ne final etumi pass no pay ye be kan hun sambebre e de Chelsea tennis no aba na wie ye we no aye Italian Open no ana aba na wie owura de tadi Carlos Alcaraz ono ana jana na so against aye Italian offense Jannik Sinner upon aye 7661 ana bibia so etumi ko so kama over the weekend ano aye de eto twan so no enti owura de tadi Carlos Alcaraz no waba abeche defense Italian Open no ama bibia so atumi akoso eno aye defro so totwa na no pe no yade ehon sama hoto de pa na bibia so atumi ayakama enti wo join your platform so no wo hwe na bibia so atumi akoso ye hu se berima owuso ansa goba platform no so yandi nkoma afi min ko Germany na min konko di football related issues no min konko tin nkoma kakra ni patro Grace mami owura de tin yade Hurricane eni nebusua no utumi hu se Hurricane and then wife and nemba nkrano miensa wo munyina eko Germany over the UK eko boy eko tanu kronechi eko man fans so de be ya bibia so betima koso na winim se owura no de ato power house nim sa oba Germany no sa time na ebusa no wo UK enti na no man sadam koso emfama no na opa kemo Germany no na kwakwesa na chi enso na ohwe ampempi no thinke afam de akoso ofie ani ate until first 6 months no according to the Daddy Hurricane or sin na ye tough enso atemano ba ekotu sam ebusano enso be kan ho no eho ana cheso nya full concentration so betuma enso atama pan boboko no enom aya Mr Hurricane somebody atotwa enateno until so we adwuma wa Ghana na ebusano so wa manonia etada na no ten kakra enu ya Mr Hurricane somebody pa enete enono afimi ko pass kwetin komo mama pani an tadi teko Robson D'Souza teko and Mr Hans de Taflik aya picture na mending komo kakra na no ana Hans de Taflik odiato power house nim so I know what signing I want for this team I will talk to Deco about this because we need some time to discuss it. And the season up and away, sir, I can just one game. Not season up and away. Now, say Neko and I say on the coach, and so better somebody come on the opinion the Deco on your sporting director, and so better one betting come on machine. The future of Bobo Quantity and so the passer, players Ben Epa and the players Ben Echo, and till some trouble for us at that time. Mukobishan some players pay and the Bobo Quantity the passer, Penisu on till so besia, Ogra first take no, and Yato Betamaka and no, I am in Sahan Taflik, the Fin Australia, and some Totano Peno, and the Yagusai on some Ahotodepa, let me be answered to my Kama, Afimiko Eas Roma, Echo Koti Roma Hong Komakakra, Mammy Ogra the Claudio Ranieri, the thing, come on. Now what we are AS Roma supporters, Debia na monumental. In fact, Nejra Brane, Adena Muyama Penino, na yade Enika, na supporters nina. At one point, Obia Solijan and also Natifion, Nanusuna, and Elhoro, and to be say, Peja way, no Modia Atre, Claudio Ranieri, and the Western Sinumono, Wamuche appreciation, Yama coach, a sense of Babiamuta, and it Babia coach, and so Peja Tima, your friends of Roma, I do my bedroom, win himself over the weekend, Wamuche AC Milan 3-0, Gianluca Mancini. Onupo one goal, Daniel Paredes, and so as a goal, Brian Crescente as a goal, and of course, Raul Felix, Latimu Paco, at the Rossinaris, AC Milan Club, and interestingly, this season, say na the following season, AC Milan and Twimpo, a European football, Champions League, Wamuntu Mobi, and Wetino, their friends, Europa League, and the European football bienwa is similar to Mapo next season. A 2-part for the club. Uko itila aka just one run of matches. Now season and so to Mapo area and you over for AC Milan. And no a young Koma Epa and no penny was ready in some out at the MBT for live on Sompa 93.1 again on Sompa television. So me patro Grace Mikel Ateta then some to try at their funny future home Wakasa at their first and they Nyamiya next season, say and a no call and yate quick yente or friends Ateta near my metros.
We haven't been able to do it for many circumstances, but make sure that chasing a dream doesn't get blurry and you don't see what these players, this staff, and this football club is doing, and make sure that we chase the dream with enthusiasm and positivity towards next season.
We spoke about that incredible night here against Real Madrid. What's it like for you when you hear our supporters give you that incredible support on nights like that?
What I said before, we have to start to create our own history here in this stadium. We certainly have started this season. There's much more to come. We have to do it all together. It's not going to be easy, but this group of players, I'm telling you, they have the hunger, they have the quality, they have the talent, and we're going to make it happen.
Well, and no, a coach, I friends Ateta, and some of the two jar, and so and no, until Yami next season, the Arsenal yet this season, they will build upon it on just so Mississippi, yes, so not almost yourself next season, also the Gunners, yes, we have your silverwares, baby, Arsenal, Champions League in the Premier League, and your coach in the son, some of your tutor, and not pay, and your good side, and somehow to the bar, maybe so to me, I come up. Me patron mean so now mean call and some food from now about Grace, Mammy, Obi Miko, and you're going to tell it to a Tiok Eti, Ateta, and some who come on, and Obi Mika, Nanoya, Papa, Nigerian, Nanoya, or say he always comes second. Now, we are talking again about next season. Debia, say ya, you know, now also I finish second. Debia, Arsenal, Ebeji League, Sir, Yente, Obi Miko.
7 million to. It's about winning trophies. Yes, he got there, but he didn't get them over the line. It's the same thing. He always comes second. It's always next season about Arsenal. Now we're talking again about next season. Now he wants to spend again in the summer. He spent 700
700
million to 800 million he spent.
No, is that a lot over 6 years?
That's a lot of money over 6
You
years.
spent $1 billion in one season. Break it down. That's 34 players, 28 purchases, the rest on loan, over 6 seasons. It's actually not that much when you break it down like that.
I know that when you talk about us spending $1 billion, yes, we're in a transition period. We have managers come in, managers go. They're bringing in their players. He's the guy who's been there for that 6-7 years. These are his players. This is his team. So he has no excuses. For somebody who's been there for that long and spent so much money and just winning one FA Cup trophy, that's not good enough.
I think Arteta has been building. I think you're quite right in saying that. But ultimately, you've got to build a team, right? And so it hasn't happened in 5 years. The one that won trophy, which is great.
Okay, Grace, and no, Obi Mikel in some of the two channel. The same Obi Mikel, mami, the next video, no, na yentie, the next one, no, or no, and some of the two channel, na also be say, as to say, Mikel Arteta, or no, and I the man for the job. The man, over to me at the Arsenal, at the trophy this season, yente ninsamano, or say he's a good manager, but as to say, or no, a bit to my yentino.
The guy to take them. League or the Champions League, I don't think anybody wants to be second. You want to be first. That's why you play the game. You want to win trophies. And I'm sure it's the same as well for this Arsenal team. Is Mikel Arteta the man who to take them to that next level in terms of winning major trophies? I don't believe so. Is he a good manager? Yes. Is he the guy to take them to winning the Premier League or the Champions League? I don't believe so. And I think if he doesn't do that next season, I think it's time for him to walk.
Inti eno yenu Nigeria no John Obi Mikel and some other two no sir penny way I fan sir Arteta ebetumi ade Arsenal ade Champions League ebetumi ade omo ade Premier League no o say onchendi so penny no obetumi ani Arsenal ayasade no do say he's a good manager, he respect him obuno nemom adwuma no de next season so when to me and the Champions League and also Premier League ono na adwene de Arsenal for and some intano kwan eno John Obi Mikel and Sama or the two powerhouse and no pen no afi yanto so enkonsamu from mama transfer stories kakra mama owura ne and so at the Milos Kirkish ne picture no e was Sompa TV ne so o si academy Bournemouth say Damien Second and it's a deal no 95% done or joining Liverpool Bobokono or Kwakosia kan and so to me the amomo and Obapa Grace mo play away say obete the next story ebe free na so ebe bano obete say deal no done obebe shaka the Liverpool Football Club and reporter mean second now when him say kese the mean second ye and it's a personal terms almost completion na chasaka kitwabi no woman every personal terms no and ayan so many so go so epa and that na agent no ebe shebo kwa fence Liverpool na matwa so sorting komo afi min ko Italy en konko di Juventus un komo kakra mami ogura reference Dusan Vlahovic mami ne picture no na mi di ne hu komo good a good striker. But a new man shut on far and farmer Dusan Vlahovic. So send the contract be next year, June. Not just I can just 1 year. Now the contract and so I spy with Juventus Football Club. And now pay the second Juve and you're ready so money the twasso and they one man contract extension. Be biasa on one casanism so be free club in Musako or Ebebono a sunset on your part of Juve. One more project I'm better for next season. I know your reporter. If you do some Vlahovic as well, and not open no, the part of skip Africa story no, na European related stories in we are. Message of Africa, Ababetin Komo, now when him so run the Terry Hansi Fleek, or there are two powers and him say, and another that so rare, Bassa supporters, how no musun, tears of joy. As a any general, one more straight, then he's one now when as a German of my this season, one appreciate supporters and appreciate massive worker, one month or say just simple next season they are going to build upon it or say it's a responsibility for me to improve next season and no your coach in summer or the Abba to channel or say we can't afford to disappoint and team players no and the technical team no the board of directors management team no be a matter we bobo quantity the person according to my boss way or say you can't afford some season I be sebo no must be disappointed and ayo penine small dey pa Aba and ano pension now. Mensa Uncle Liverpool Quadin Como, Mammy Yenua Ghana, your friend Sir Jeremy Frimpong. Do you know so are you done? So say they are meeting the final part of the medical plus a contract signing to take place in the next best of 1 hour until where they are meeting and it's premonto near so 12 o'clock or better some organized Jeremy Frimpong and so ababe a bobo for Liverpool wamoso a player no yan summer mensaka and pay now winning sir 35 million euros release clause on Saturday o power house bete unkomo at the chair for 35 million euros Bobo for Liverpool call woman quanqua sentence what I said. Oman koye godo te sa zamana mani be ka kire no adabraka ani ade woman ko kabi satemaso kakra na me kwa ba omo koye na no mo si release clause ni yesan ana omo de to omo 35 million euros no mo se no ano no ye kwa ba ye de sika be bramo ntie hona kwekwen na esun awo email no so a chese deal no metimaka authoritatively that also a done obebe shakan enso adama Liverpool boboko no enu ayenso mani so to twende no na enu ne coach afansa no slot odia to pause and him say I think we can find 1 or 2 extra weapons that this team doesn't have. And to team I Liverpool no mushe a club na a he found that tosini a he found also club no and so to strengthen and he found and I said oh some of the weapons kakabeshim coach no I say Ojidi Sabesen mienu anasa miensambi and subetuma apa na beboa na all can is something or say that is what we need because we saw City spending 200 million pounds in January transfer window, all of them will in fact and no are you coach in summer or the two no and to sadia Kracha fence Omal Mamouche or no buyer na a cushion of more woman abai Manchester City is spending 200 million pounds at the top place. I will transfer window na ebi an annual day and I'm since some players buy and to the same thing almost no a best strength club and no your coach in summer or the two powers and him and none of penny was said in summer hotel and the penny be also to me I come she page in the come that be also to me score come Mami Everton Football Club. When we say Everton, when we last game, when we born with Goodison Park and no ye the course and ra against Southampton. When we say Southampton 2-0, Nana Aquaquaya Arahosam, Ningana say club no, when we Esaka Goodison Park from 1892, Edibesi 2025. Not just more than I am 133 years ago, and a club no and Sushakai our Goodison Park. 133 years and we must spend with Goodison Park and nay when we say goodbye to Goodison Park yami yard man else season no we mo kwakobo our new venue and no a day free club no and so say until other Bromley more dog a ho and ombeko akwakosia kan next season would him say when we jemu edama man team no na as part of the celebration yente kakra. Inchi Everton 4 and so and no It was an emotional stuff. Players, supporters, no, don't wanna know what domunsa for many years here. Not just say akwakwa yinisho and one and out mucha and so after 133 years, and the supporters no images ni bina wo share. I was Sompa television so Facebook and so niate. Obe se obi atrade atunachi Everton 18 92 niate and the umachi acheso so egu so amhwe se bibia so betimi akoso etimi diama club no and ayade akoso enra na egu so ede sama utoni nyina no ete pa na bibia so etuma ye kama when him say medical ayade story at the amaye for data say the Brazilian your friend some Mateus Cunha when him say we accept the project so agree a personal terms now or move so betone Manchester United boboko no Saturday no so aye almost 60-70% ankomodene so guso ekoso enti Manchester United boboko beko akwakwhwe sakra no so betumanya no so ba be siakan etumi edi amomo eno aye nsam ne bia no so guso eba ena no pani guso ede wonsam awuto na de me etiefo agwotumete kase we so apato Grace yenko ye no story mami Flamingo womoso ekwan wonwoso a womu pay aye tribute atemo ogura ne Teddy Vinny Junior enra ewo game on boy against Botafogo when him say game ni pie no boy bia ntuma ntoatem na hwe TV no so we yamanakana nimpa eta ho enya asem ketwa enso wo celebrity player no when him say Vinny Junior say we pra atwo anyoman say dem kwaye emfama no eno enra wo ye saade we atmosphere na no den wo make sure so be celebrate no na bibia so atumi aye kama dia ugusa wo hwe e wo Sompa television no so again Sompa FM 93.1 on Facebook and so no e ye de course wo Brazil afi mami ogura e fan say Vinny Junior ni injury history na yenhwe kokra onya player otapre bebre by Opera and Samsung check no ba the low sum Opera ye transfer e cha ye no aye 2018-2019 ana Opera ya otransfer cha ye 6th of March 2019 and or return here May 3rd 2019 or spending 59 days e wo fie so far Opera we no Uncle ayo spray no Opry 12th of May and otrefie 8 days we miss 2 games and no aye Vinny Junior dey free na so eba and anopen egu so eden sam no at the MYT4 so we so afi mam AC Milan wo mo summer plan update am dia bro power say wo mo Yankopon ya do mbeko Australia wo mo team my friends Ped Glory kwa kobo Australia pre-season no and also nkomo no enti eno na wo hwe video AC Milan release and anopen ano no about 3 hours ago and release video ama supporters no buafu wo sing mpenifo amwo club no esansa AC Milan enkwa Europe next season Conference League omumbobi their friends Europa League omunya bimbo wo mbo Champions League their modwene ho aye friendly match amokobo against Ped Glory wo makwaje sika eno aye tiano sefru oba eno no pen amigo so be den sama ho toni ngina no ade som etie for live our platform we so me nkwa Chelsea nkwadi nkomo mama akura ye friends awesome aye tapi enso picture no I was Sompa TV ne so akora we eba abebe shaka dia Chelsea we oye one for the present one for the future ni age ni 17 years o shakan edema PhD reporter men shaka and it's a club Saudi P alcohol wo Premier League ni ma Bournemouth alcohol Bobo kwa ni Dennis Spurs and Soko but Chelsea and a reporter men shaka all the way from France and just so lead race no for this very boy and no and so ayen somebody be an so to 10 years so ya den sama utoni na edepa na bibia so atumi aye kama when me say stories ni ye more afi Grace Famiko Park Memra Africa ememedi Africa unkomo kakra when me say uko Tunisia mo league no aba na wie ye and it's a final round of matches by way aye Esperance Sportive de Tunis o match league no 34th aye champion and a chess mo peja and so enra and so to me cause I don't want some out on I dey me tie for Marenfi Shakaf Confederation no so game cause over the weekend way aye first leg of the final RS Bekan about 2 against Simba. Muso Antumubi, or reference Mamadou Kamara, or non as a go back on Osama, Lam Liwi, or also as a go back on Adama Club and no Yadetoja, and on a pay said in some turning nano at the by your train for the return fixture with him South Africa, the air final crown, you burn 2 legs, and the return fixture no, about 25th of May 2025. Not just a best and next week and a game way, and also bet me across 25th May and a final game because get a home summer hotel at the MA for still life on Sompa 93.1. Me patrolling Copa Kakra, Namin Conquating Como, Mami FA Cup no final. Anopa ye story at the Fahon, Sama mi sa highlight no, Namintin Como Kakra Crystal Palace, SA1, Manchester City and Tumantano, a BRG this Man City this season, Massa performance no, a very abysmal and quiet and farmer club no, say Wamu Shenimu, Sanka FA Cup final, and Komunche na Wamusono, and Fantasy Amure, Omukoya Amfa. Yenu Nigeria ni ye menim se betume eche commentary no for the benefit of woma mute radio na yente kakra. Inti Tiagusa Wutie no eno eye Crystal Palace and tima your friends Man City wamo akense no ehun komo and Augusta wo hwe sansutie e wo Sompa television so eno so ehun ensam no na me patro me to so konsambu from intimacy from na discussions no tia kani na no etumi apa na bibia so etuma ye kama sansa be defo no enya atnase stories bebre enso egua e wo sene nyina no ye hwe ne yeti unkomo na bibia so etumi kwaso me patro dia tenese Real Madrid Bobokono regardless of their fans reactions are Liverpool organize the summer for summer of 66 ningina efa player your friend Trent Alexander-Arnold enso ehon na winim say still 66 nini se video no eba obehu se ayata ba kwa enika se Liverpool for ehwa se Chelsea no omebo anu ache no Liverpool sa ate na amoye no etada ha dwen but se dia min saka reporter min saka se te sa dia amode Fernando Torres enu abi wo mode player efense Trent Alexander-Arnold enso eho enu ayen komode bia no so aguso eba enano pen no Victor Gyökeres menim se ene woye akura no agenta anka club ben ana oba advice ne so onko shakan enso entumi famo mo esanse Busha reporter about say mete sa Manchester United race no mo me sanso te bobo kwa fence Arsenal obeka last week me be story in Arsenal are Johnny race no strongly for player your friends Victor Gyökeres so shakan Portugal abontenso Martini Diano player biem sa Arsenal official o mo debate no eko no ma test waters na hwe so betuma no me na ba be shakan enso atumi etiamo mo na winim say dia min second Liverpool enso Johnny race no between Liverpool, Manchester United and Arsenal. So what advice Victor Gyökeres and he found no between the first uncle and all factors considered. So benya biabo sikani bibia and so a kahon wine and he found out better advice in the song call Uncle Shaka and so to me and more and I so many so total. Finally, Ansana discussion team no every Mami Italian Syria table nominating commerce here with him sir and no permitted to win him says urem ewo Italian Syria na and they why energy league no enye decide ye na detenie and say aka lost run of matches now season no and so aba na wieye eho e ma refi hwe table na da Sompa TV no just 1 point between Inter Milan and Napoli neck to neck down to the wire. Why energy Italian Serie A over the weekend? Inter Milan ball draw with Lazio. Winning say Parma and so ball draw with Napoli. And why you day and yasam ketwakura. Abeda Fortunas ye begram ye din komo na bibia so tuma akoso eho but a kanjin drinking water. Don't forget say upensua noma ensua beboa na wo de na ye fe ensua beboa no apomuten no so tuma koye a kanjin drinking water alkaline wom enti a benefit ewo ni pedwere mu Filippo so what you say what Now there are some engineers of fat to be a woman to say because who are fat na what cholesterol kakra woman. Okay.
You see,
okay. In chair time room. Okay, me no pet. Ampa. Yetikura nyekese. Say enti kanchen drinking water no alkaline rich ebiwom eboa benefit cholesterol no efri uni pedua no mo enti efia hwan kra no nkonum bi me sawada se pebinom se sie calcium wom magnesium wom, potassium wom, iron wom, esansukra anti-aging properties. And to so we and so ebi numa debia we are younger. Why is red wine? Debia we are the older the better. Apostle Jeffrey Asari no. Pay 40 plus, oko 50, but who as a 30 years. And no, I can't drinking water na. And no, muna enom. Would when it's our Bremen UGC, Ubenyabi and so ato, no to Akotong, Tafuni Road. About Root Junction, so Bremen UGC war, and one so 0241 449191 0241 449191. Who fell line so I bet so cloud internet and no Anna Yanso Yano Mudin Sawas one of my boy cloud internet from Penny for same in for the fastest stable internet connectivity. I was said about Yashay and the installation at the mouth a cloud internet company be a wakana. Woman internet and so entry mu na edwane pa no cloud internet and no installation in atema Mr. Wada so CCTV cameras no ye installation me catch us security o krom ha yama bribe CCTV no obechiw sesi enti pebinia install ma efie ene adwuma ho nyina digital security locks ye sa nneoma nyina ye kira kwan wo top high ye ne love FM dano ene denim hwe obefre sesi 0202 699 0202 699 110. Wo frɛ ya beto so ne yɛdi nkɔmɔ ne bibia so no atumi ayɛ kama. Once again minko na mema abidjafo akwaba mpenifo mu akwaba bibia bokɔde
na ozima design
say 40-50 mu
40 sana wadwen
40-50
David sana wadwen yo I'm in my 50s. The fact that me fresh yes I don't. But please, I'm in my 50s. I'm not in 40s.
Evergreen.
Just for purpose of record.
Okay. No. Apostle General. No. Filippo, my Prince Akwawa. So Prince Bibiaye.
Powers. Bibiaye come. Bibiaye say. Oh, need to ask only apostle and no man. Once I know me by na near my year but only apostle na ma. I know pay now I can near my bumma.
Psychologist and a counselor.
Oh yeah. And it's a
but I saw soto kakra sending in our womb.
Oh, that's apostle the end maker. Only apostle and no man.
The biggest motivation was as we see a coquino. I'll pay the well by when you say we sell. Oh, it's just only we.
Oh, quickly. Say cash and receive.
Yeah, no. Apostle idea.
It's Christ.
Idea.
Christ.
Okay.
Yeah. Because then we know.
Yeah, that's very true.
Circumstances better me to we number. And I'm back again. Don't appropriate I'll talk about grace and favor. You understand? I'm back again.
Matthias.
I say can be then be can be neighbor.
Ampa. Allez, Filippo.
Bema.
Yanante na. Yendin komo. Oh, say me nimpa.
Last Saturday, Metina Fiaka say game near 50-50. So Bekaya, Crystal Palace and Man City game no. Make us a game near too clear. Because just after so Man City a ball draw 0-0 with Southampton no never pay friend Oliver Glasner the coach of Crystal Palace say we want antidote to stopping Pep Guardiola especially in a cup final and that's a one-off game and that was what he did and in the game against Manchester City no do you so right in say or decided say or ball overloading that is the right wing back and the left wing back positions because Man City started with Savinho. Man City bought Jeremy Doku into the Man City Arsenal. Ebe the wingy play. Obe you see the wings no more. So Man City you see the wings no more. And so you see antidote be about to stop here Brent friend Doku. obese stopping a Brent friend Savinho. So in the course of that, or starting a Brent friend of Richards, the boy from Bayern Munich. On this argument on a Brent friend Jeremy Doku. Messasa Grace and tactical explanations on Tosumami. Now, more screens, in who they make. Now, or you see a Brent friend Richards on Jeremy Doku. No, son, you see Mark Gehi at the right center back on a Brent friend Savinho. Into Savinho or Chenas or Konenimbia or Loco. Because there is a center backer on no airball as that is unrecognized right back. Into no oba Brent Magehi on Savinho. No say boy Richards on a Brent friend Jeremy Doku. Yes. Now, Mekano Saturday say wo per Crystal Palace or team no center back department no. One player why or player of the season a boy friend Maxence Lacroix. Maxence Lacroix a leader. Or the leadership quality that is a treho. Again, the calmness of goalkeeper, a friend that is Dean Henderson, and also one key artifact, a Man City winning game, a Crystal Palace winning game. No. Now, one interesting fact was, anytime they are City be attacking more, no, City tend to forget to say they are playing without Rodri. In that central area, say a team a friend of Crystal Palace, Adam Watson, and a branch from Daichi Kamada. Daichi Kamada is Japanese. II19 said Japanese for no, omo very fast, quick, and very pacey. Almost started counter attack through Daichi Kamada. And Adam Watson, fresh from injury. The best of Adam Watson in the game. Nediana said one killer pass be never. He's one of the players Pep Guardiola was seriously looking at, say, maybe in Kobe signing. That was even last season. Before I say starting new season, it was Adam Watson. But credit to Ninjano, Maka Brenti way Asembe with ya. And guess what? He got that crucial goal. A Brenti from the Ebere Chieze, the boy from Nigeria. He got that killer goal. I said the spoiler party. He
has been so instrumental for Crystal Palace this season.
What is Crystal Palace yet in 1905? Now, Crystal Palace team name 120 years. So one major trophy pen. They've never won a major trophy. And this is the first time I'm saying Crystal Palace edgy major trophy. So in 120 years, first time a Crystal Palace also trophy I recognize. Say this is the first trophy in their history, the FA Cup. And it was done under Oliver Glasner. Oliver Glasner, Austrian manager. And baby Okojini din the Bundesliga in Germany. We thought say a fluke. When I called Germany, he a short stint with Wolfsburg. No, got twice with Frankfurt. But from there on, now Crystal Palace decided say, yeah, the papa we ever Premier League no so be change a brand of football na kakra. And buy and I can tell you and bet you say and no Crystal Palace one department I may jealous so or more attacking department. A better Chieze, Jean-Philippe Mateta, and I bring here from that is Ismail Assar. The three attacking departments, it is one area key. Now Saturday I saw me kind say Pep Guardiola in final menka on any given day kamepe Sanka still no matter what on started Stefan Ortega but on started Ederson Moraes because edu baby sometimes Ederson Moraes is very good with the feet into a create attack no more. But then Stefan Ortega is very good with calmness. Say yam parry, yam punchable, and I say yam distribute. But then in terms of attacking, starting attack from the back, a lot will be dependent on Ederson Moraes. But on the day bench Ederson Moraes, started Stefan Ortega. And then the master trick, Edema team Crystal Palace. Young congratulated Crystal Palace say and winning FA Cup and major trophy in 120 years. Now, Liverpool Football Club and say no money are Brent from Milos Kerkes Egusu Dinkomo. And it is all done. Like it is about 90% done. Yeah. Say Milos Kerkes joining team Liverpool. Now, one thing Liverpool you see here on Milos Kerkes. And I say Milos Kerkes Hungarian. And so when you see another Hungarian in the person of Dominic Soboslai, no more to convince you Brent Milos Kerkes. Say Kerkes, the right place for you to be Liverpool. Now for now, the Liverpool Football Club you're convinced with Kostas Tsimikas. And then Andy Robertson, I say age any nafasa. Say me no him Andy Robertson numbers or the Maye in 19 and 20 seasons, the numbers now drop it. Until Liverpool will need somebody or ever present and Okita Okra blossoming fire. Oh, the attacking prowess so huge. Now the attacking presence of Liverpool no constantly Jurgen Klopp say Liverpool flying laterals no omo the attacking wing that is omo Liverpool Arsenal. Into no Jurgen Klopp introduced that is Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson. The era has come to an end because Tar is leaving. They say Tar call Real Madrid and Robertson no isa wagogo kakra, but they can solely rely on our Brent's friend Costas Tsimikas. Sadia Tsimikas nko yanko for a younger player this season when you a game at a miniature club in Bournemouth, and this season in the Premier League, you know, believe you me, the best left back of the Premier League. This boy Milos Kerkez. When Madrid were looking at left back, maybe just maybe that is a preference from Xabi Alonso. I wonder why Real Madrid didn't look at this Milos Kerkez. But instead, they were looking at Carreras, any other players. But Milos Kerkez, blossoming presence, one key factor among Liverpool currently, almost say they want him. As they say, an assistance, is about 90% complete. So, boy, we join team Liverpool. Now, Manchester United not Tottenham Hotspur. Everybody the Europa League final. Yeah. Now, when I'm saying their history, the worst time of Manchester United boy in the Premier League this season. Yeah. It's a United ne Tottenham Hotspur no. This almost said ne no moda. Omo mi ani na 16th and 17th in the Premier League. No be a twema so e bi some asem say the Premier League na so mo confirm do so mo relegation a. Nka by now nka be ka say United ne Tottenham Hotspur kra. Nka rank omo battle. But guess what? Don't take them like yanti omo asiye because they are in the final of the Europa League, omo manage games. Because one manage games ni ye. No key player ko pra. Why na ekwaji trophy na ma Bilbao? Say Bilbao na ye kono. Ye nim yoji trophy no. Is it a Tottenham Hotspur and a Manchester United? It's why a Tottenham Hotspur. Say no goalkeeper friend Guglielmo Vicario in recent matches on you know that. He's been rested for the final in Bilbao because Bilbao trophy no here pa. And so much trophy in Bilbao omo call that is a Champions League automatically because of Europa League. So Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, edge Europa League now or Champions League. It's a name constantly between Altai Bayindir and a Brent here from Andrea Onana constantly or interchange you. But against Chelsea now Onana bedai. But games now can be definitely means up Altai Bayindir never season no. Now when I can ask them no Axel Tapi or Ivorian. Who call Ivory Coast your tribes, your Bete, Bete tribe na Didier Drogba, Bete. Yawo anyi fo no I say me nkrofo no nzemafo no a omo woko divo no ye omo ye from anyi nti say anyi ni kasa obi oka brosa oka sahi anaso oka nzema ebeti
as yes similar language no is similar but nsonso ketwe bi na I say dem I say Spanish, Portuguese and Italian language no is similar. Now guess what? Elisa Tape bete of Didier Drogba ni area ho. Now, woko Ivory Coast for you to go to France a very cheap an option. You won't go through that is process in your day. Into no, so worry Amad Diallo, quite of us oko PM France answer oko England no. Na there are so many players and they know almost Ivory Coast ekwa bruchira na very easy like on a smoother note. And this you have to go through a lot of process. So Ghanaian UK, you have to go through a lot of process as our corner. Those countries, francophone speaking countries, as a francophone nations, so we fee a francophone country. Now we call France is too easy now. But this boy is a talent. But my worry is that is it the solution to Chelsea woes nana? As a Chelsea signing on Corrado. Chelsea Football Club, who better some up player 7 previous. I say, I feel no one bra, I feel no feba. Now, ya born in say Chelsea ko sign no. Recently, me know United Giovanni Quenda of Sporting CP. Say Chelsea Football Club, they are in for player, friend Giovanni Quenda. Quenda nye solution to their woes. And so is Axel Tapi. Now in the Italian Serie A, and clearly Bibia Treye. But you know what? I said this from day one, and I will still repeat it. Napoli still will win this league. And the reason why Napoli last game was against Cagliari. Cagliari say no, we had name on Lucy last game non relegation. Bibia there is nothing at stake for Cagliari. Inter Milan elbow against Como. Say Fabregas I say we in 9 off the pedal kakra. Last game some predict how would there besi
Inter Milan be winning, Napoli be winning last games. No 1 point na bedo muntem. And run Inter Milan lose league. No. The reason why Inter Milan lose league in here, sa 2-2. And player say in Inter Milan fans, also mo blaming the player Brent friend Pedro. The former Barcelona player. That penalty no share against team that is Inter Milan and say bibia. And players who are not Inter Milan, Tati Castellanos, the boy from Argentina. Ono ha Inter Milan. And when Inter Milan after Denzel Dumfries and a young bisexual goal no more castle movie. When they were leading by 2-1, they thought say was done. And when him says Inter Milan winning game there and ra and can say we are talking about something different. And I say Inter Milan say problem omu say I say you umbe trophyless. Say omu lose Serie A na. Say the only realistic chance of a trophy is the Champions League of which they are playing against Paris Saint-Germain. Now say this season Man City, Real Madrid, Arsenal, and AC Milan and Juventus. Omu nyina ko trophyless. Next Milan no more simple the more is there be AC Milan die in the Italian Serie A more than 9th. Is AC Milan aka last game. Last game no say on win you cry AC Milan on ko bebia. He said there is no Europe for AC Milan, but there is Europe for Bologna because Bologna edge the Coppa Italia. So Coppa Italia meaning Bologna are in the Europa League. Say no more Champions League in Italy no. He said Napoli, Inter, Atalanta confirmed. But Juve Crown say so more kaka. AS Roma are still in the picture. Lazio are in the picture for Europe. But Lazio crown problem they say omoni Fiorentina crown so battle for places. And now kwaye Asam Sebeno. So Italian Serie A there may kawaha say Napoli will still win the Italian Serie A.
Okay.
But to me and the American and Rano, this Napoli team is far from convincing. Omunye too good a team. Omunye too good a team. And they are Inter Milan. And it's at a point, Inter were overly concentrating in Europe.
The Champions League. Me da say eno aye Filippo eno no Philip Nkumsa. Sir Prince but don't forget sir ubetwitwiri wo sinye nimpa de wo asase we so a ade ba kwa wo say hian pa wo nimpedua no aye wo sen eni wenum ya friend oral hygiene. So when say wenum yi a ade pa bi betuma bɔ ana patututu no akopeni office no wakasa no ho ne pani wasini tira se masa obeka cho se next time phone call for us bi it's simple a yes toothpaste no and also the tree we sen ano pa bia no what tree we sen enumre no wasan so ayusu yesi emfa nto anim se ene your variant miensa red blue and green ni nyina unya bi yusu a eboa wo sin tokro bi wo mu ne ade because of fluoride e wo mu ntino eboa ekum sa nneoma ni nyina anso di firi ho mesraw yusu bi and then the brushes no enkwala de ho go for the best go for your toothpaste na yusu na emwa na bibia anye kama Sir Prince bre na ye ndi nkomo.
Yeah, Forrest, I think it a very nice me shall see free baby Philip Di no in the Italian Serie A na me diaba. You see there are people that feels like Enra Napoli performance on the mind against Parma, a team that is struggling to stay in the Serie A no very bad. I tend to disagree with them. Once I say my consistent with this Napoli team, say they are not a team, baby, or more than in case or muduho. And the statement, the right statement that you should make for them, no, is they are playing beyond their strength. Let's be realistic. The ultimate factor and the reason why Napoli are competing for the Scudetto isn't any of their players, but it is rather the coach, which is Antonio Conte. The tactical genius, and Niama Kaka or their red team with the little quality that he's having. And I'm Napoli competing so very well. Or Mutimi Akwaje Scudetto in the Monaso. And Philip has said a lot. I tend to agree with it because we had the last games now. I don't think there's any issue for Cagliari to fight for this game. But unlike Parma not only a single point cry in this game. Never buano. Said the Unyai against Napoli and Rano. They were battling relegation or a single pointer. A bit me properly or more. I'm imagining a good place going into the final day. And you know, the end of the day, they were coming all out into a pure game in Libya. It wasn't as if Napoli were that very bad, but it was the defensive approach Parma di Remu and preventing Napoli from scoring. But the Inter say they are playing beyond their strength, and people should not be blaming them. Say, "Oh, we are very poor," and no. Because at this stage, baby, Madrid, you'll be able say Napoli chair Parma and question the bear 4 or 5. No one stamping the authority, telling people say they are ready for the Scudetto. But Oko Napoli team number intesa. And here for the players no. We've been talking about it. Mere isn't a goalkeeper. What they call any other top team they are now being starting bet. We are more defense on one. Why they the main man at the back? Ramani. Only one Jesus Monebo. Ubenya Giovanni Di Lorenzo, their captain. But is Di Lorenzo one of the players with me lead the team? A team of all this Scudetto? No. Ramani, is he someone as ultimately leading a team that is on their way to win the Scudetto? No. In the midfield, and here for the geniuses there. Frank Andre Zambo Anguiza, a very good player. But is he one of the top genius midfielders? No. Lobotka, the same thing applies to him. You talk about Abrante FM Billy Gilmore, the same thing. Scott McTominay is a player at Manchester United. Some were even laughing at him. But Oko Napoli, no, it is because of the genius of Papa Efen Antonio Conte and the energy and the way and the ball and the playing style in the city. It fits perfectly into Antonio Conte players or Pelmo. Once Conte, Mourinho, Muni, those kind of coaches or that kind of players or then they are able to use them well. And so here, Messi Mount. He was able to, be used by Papa Efen Thomas to very well because of that kind of energy, And set coaches normal players are or energy or corner about 90 minutes or better run it toward the game. And that is the reason why what me unlucky Abrante friend Scott McTominay. Oko many more why na Napoli anymore.
Napoli team ni average but because of tactical genius.
Tactical genius of Papa Efen Antonio Conte. Into so mu share goals bebre. And Katimo already SC there. But this time KB or share 80-90 goals be. But go check their goal scoring. And Kosoro, but they are a team that they defend very well. Omun concede. That has been the trick for Bobuko from Napoli. And you hear Omu team now, the top scorers for Napoli, Obe team they are to Swamaya. Abrante FN Romelu Lukaku Nedikai. And Esre, Lukaku actually just 13 goals. And that's no Scott McTominay, a midfielder actually 11 goals. Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa actually 6 goals. Giacomo Raspadori actually 6 goals. We had the Otosu FIFA why Kivicha Kvaratskhelia. O free Napoli call PSG nene, but he's still one of the top 5 scorers of Napoli team. No, telling you, say, Omo goal scoring ability no form because the player
top scorer 13 goals.
13 goals, yeah, and it's Romelu Lukaku.
I have 37 matches.
A team that is winning the Scudetto. So clearly it tells you, say, Omo team no, and Kayabo Lukaku diya will go through a lot of teams that Omo big in team. Kabeka so a top player, but the form this particular season is not good. Matteo Politano playing together with Victor Osimhen and Kvichano, he was a different beast altogether. But this time, Enya Politano na enim no. Yenhwe 8 goal scoring or how many goals? 5 goals ko nyanshem fama Bobuko from Napoli. So it tells you how Napoli team the average and I've been saying this thing consistently. So Yamo Papa Efen Antonio Conte abaso and with our name Messi Kwenedier, if he wins it, for me, I believe said Nema or Napoli needs to be praised, and then Papa and your friend Antonio Conte na Castle. Yamwana Basu because he's a league specialist. Just like we know, every team be Obekobi and he makes sure the league net dear or the Nsabisum at the amount. So he's continuing with the legacy or in club football. So on the Obeko League club Biamun at least Obetimia Jelek the amount. In Tiamo Bobuko from Napoli, Papa friend Antonio Conte Basu.
Just like the Name, I was going through the table Name compare goals are matched to other clubs.
Yeah.
And very interesting. I think we said the top 10 now. They are one of the worst performers in terms of goal scoring.
Yes, scoring goals. Very, very, very bad.
57 goals scored this season.
Out of 37 games.
Yes.
And over here, at Inter was 77, Atlanta was 76, Juve Krana SCN this in 55. You talk of Lazio 61.
So even AC Milan have scored 59 goals this season.
So it tells you say Omo goals, but then Papa Efen Antonio Conte making sure say on goals sir. On also my own channel because out of 37 games we are conceded 27. A whooping 27 goals with this team. Very, very splendid. And to more day over the weekend against Parma, but yet I think people should be congratulating Papa Efen Antonio Conte about home day.
And that defines say they are the best defensive side.
Oh yeah,
because women are considered the least number of goals this season.
27 there, and very, very good. And goalkeeper them Alex Meret, the leader at the back, Ramani, and then Juan Jesus, no Giovanni Di Lorenzo, Oliveira Mon Ebona Matre. It tells you how Omesia very, very good.
Okay, yeah.
Now,
He's
on the way to winning the Pichichi. And Osabet Miaji the European Golden Boot.
European Golden Boot. 29 goals.
Yes. Yemusi and say in the past seasons, players are omoji the Pichichi and especially either the Premier League or the La Liga top scorer no SRG golden boot na dey count no most of the times in recent years no and offer even or stretching the call Ronaldo Messi the no na the moment you win either Pichichi or the EPL top scorer na SRG golden boot na be count no automatically you are part of the top 3 contenders for the world best and the Ballon d'Or. But you must say with all these numbers Kylian Mbappe making 40 goals 5 assists out of all competitions, is he one of the top players? Obeka see about top trainers straight away and easily. Obetimi abu ndi dia shimana. And there's a question mark on it. Obi betimi de naka ho. But on say enya that convincing said the obo Rafinha. Obi enim say Rafinha by all means needs to be a part of the top 3. I don't know if you get the point I'm making here. And when Lamia man so performance or them at the moment you mention his name, Obi enim say eya denya eso about top 3 nimu. But Kylian Mbappe dey obo ni dia. Na kwa say a matter of opinion. Anyhow, I will see who game.
Is it because of say woman winning trophies this season?
Woman winning trophies and Kylian Mbappe. Now I keep saying this. One of the worst seasons as a club year in a club year in year. When the numbers are very very good, but on for numbers nen Santos mami. On for numbers no they buy nen Santos. Man, near Kylian Mbappe numbers. So all Paris Saint-Germain. It was only 2019. And or share 39 goals. One reached that 40 goal mark. Listen to this. Or share 39 goals. Look at the assist to make here. A whooping 13 assists. The following year, 30 goals, 14 assists. Even Oscar Podeba 2022 or share 39 goals, making 21 assists. And one share and breaking 40 goal mark no. But how many assists no make here? It tells you say every consecutive season there, the goal contribution there, and you be a 50 or the amount goals and assists. But this particular season. Onyen drew honum, but I are very close. Listen, I are very close. 45 day, at least it's close to 50, right? Yeah. It's in Kawabon home more day. But we all know, say Okola League anymore. Open one of the best players. Won't mean for Kylian Mbappe didn't find the kind. But
about 3 players.
I'm talking about the best player in the La Liga at the end of the year.
And I make say La Liga no and who 3 best. I won't find out.
No, for the La Liga the best 3 there at least with the numbers need to the never count. But by now, Keso on the best player and no doubt with the numbers now will make it. What did they mention? I say Keso the best with no doubt about it. But Kylian Mbappe is even struggling to be the best player in La Liga. And overall, being the FIFA World Best or the Ballon d'Or. And me feel very sad for the guy Kylian Mbappe. Because why Real Madrid, for now, me shadow who how next season predictions ni be siakoyi. Let's be frank with ourselves. They are making inclusions. But if you are a Madrid fan, now we share near me ya. One that convinced with the additions they are making. Carreras is very good. Alvaro Carreras. Makan Huasin Bibua. He has that kind of bonding with the team already because he was part of the Air Castilla. One Raul Asensio Muna Buki Painty or that kind of Madrid culture and with him. But here Musia will say, is he one of the top left backs in the world? Say Madrid any this someone. Oh, bet me about Pejo Mutim no from where Felan Mendini Frank Garcia de Macona. Is he supposed to be Alvaro Carreras? Question marks our honor. And even in attack, Rodrigo wants to go, and we hear rumors about him. Don't feel comfortable in the team anymore. Kylian Mbappe constantly wants to play as the left winger. Vinicius is still there, and there is no proper number 9 because you cannot trust Hendrick as we speak. So clearly, you feel say you still be contemplating on whether Nyami Aduma next week Kylian Mbappe ebet me live up abeje Ballon d'Or na so want me because this season where Ousmane Dembele numbers are onye better than Kylian Mbappe. Ousmane Dembele numbers enye better than Kylian
with
Mbappe.
PSG.
But your body ding e better Ballon d'Or more than Kylian Mbappe
Because they are in the finals of the Champions League.
They are in the final.
And they've won the Ligue 1.
Yeah. And also so Kylian Mbappe time on all Paris Saint-Germain he did the same thing. On do a city no. But no on team pushing me to say the Ousmane Dembele more push aben. So for me, I think say a lot of things put into consideration and Madrid should be very careful because the way a season will end there, a lot of the senior players are, on my trainer your most be Jude Bellingham, Vinicius, Rodrigo, all these players on my trainer and Shedan is stable and they should be very careful going forward next season.
Okay.
Xabi Alonso there, but is he going to be able to manage the egos of this boy?
Me da say no ye Sir Prince no meme na lawyer ye ne nkasa meme na lawyer eye Donek Heba Mixer oni ne bedi wa asoma ma the sum obedi asrama ma ewia obedi asrama ma brebi a ohia no donek I ready say obekasa ma eduro mu chachuchi kata donek eba mixture premature ejaculation obetu ase erectile dysfunction ebusi your immune system eboaw ema waste space ne sa hawo nyina sisie mu yade nyina no donek eba mixture tu ase improve your brain function improve your blood circulation essentially effective for frequent urination at night obi a okompaso a ogun so bebre ansa na ade achen wedru donek heba mixture every diamond scientific research and alternative medicine hospital o maso ye na edru we every eba heba shop bi ebewrem any pharmacy bia me sawada so wedru ene donek heba mixture yenuanum mema no obi ankopa bi na supporto so wedru mfie bi won se wudru mfie bi a adwuma na wo ye no wuntumi nya no saa biem nti edru ha no wa han law ya we no wadu asoma mo frɛn 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 Francis here ne ni nkomo the apostle general
Bokodia.
Boss, but BBI fine. BBI fine, boss.
Okay, let me start quickly. CAF Confederation Cup Finals. CAF Confederation Cup Finals between RS Berkane, Renaissance Berkane, and Simba. Don't forget, say RS Berkane, 2019 champions, 2021 champions, last year, almost losing to Zamalek. So this is the fourth finals. As a team from Morocco, this is the fourth finals in this particular competition. They love almost per competition because without athletic, Raja until Nancy AS far. I'm not made the big boys in the Botola League. But this year they're on the verge of making history. Some can win the Botola League. Champions League, they are very comfortable. 2-time winners, 1-time runner-up, and then now they are in the final. Now to the game in details. Game no started. Sebi Nibre Super. And once again, Abrantie Isifudayo, captain, he showed maturity and class. The first goal, the ball he passed to Osama Lauri led to the corner. Corner, 8th minute. And it's very important, say, in top cup games like this, early goal, papa, a destabilizing opponent. 8th minute, left back, Hamza El Masawi, pick a wonderful corner kick, and Mamadou Kamara. Grace Ubetu the goal, Subetu Somamia. Mamadou Kamara, the Senegalese DM. In fact, this young player in 2023, Yaba under 20 championship. Okay, under 20 championship, Senegal GN. This boy was the pivotal boy in the middle for the team. And then, in all the matches on my board this season, he's been pivotal because he has been the chief creator in midfield. The ball winning ability a showcase here. He came up again, Yusuf Kagoma, Fabrice Ngoma, and Jean-Charles Ahoua, the Ivorian playmaker. He withstood them. Our two, and Moin Shabani, the coach, former Esperance coach, after the final, come explain how he does that. Our Yassine Labiri, that will play on the right to support him. And then he also have the wonderful, intelligent player in Ayub Kairi, who has 9 goals so far. Now, the young international Senegalese, Oye brilliant. This is very young, but Oye brilliant. And that is why he's played almost all the games for them in the CAF Confederation Cup. He was the main man yesterday. The corner from Musau Hamza El led to the goal. The goal was Otami the run and headed the ball above one. Shamu Karabui and then Abdurazak Hamza. Goalkeeper Musa Kamara DC, brilliant goal, 8 minutes. Created problem for the team Simba. Now, just 6 minutes after that, a mistake by Fabrice Ngoma led to the ball getting to Osama Lamlawi, who then made sure that he gave the pass to Imam Rahi. Imam Rahi back to Osama Lamlawi. Brilliant first touch, brilliant finish. Goalkeeper Musa Kamara. After that, of course, chances started coming. Fabrice Ngoma, Shane Charles, chances to Abrantie Lionel Ateba. But the organization of the defense of RS Berkane, don't forget that RS Berkane about 11 games and they've considered only 2. That should tell you how solid, organized, and disciplined normal defense not here. And yesterday, the defense came again, led by the general, Isifu Dayo, and Adil Tahib, the 2 center back. They led by example with Mamadou Kamara in front of them. They played so well in the second half. Sebi, Yusuf Mary of RS Bekane, there was a VAR check, there was a goal, but it was disallowed by VAR. After that, Isifudai had a corner that hit the crossbar. Now, the first leg is over. Nemo, Sebi, RS Bekane, a call, Omubebo, Amman Stadium, not Benjamin Kappa Stadium. Amman Stadium is 12,000 capacity. Question is, Benjamin Kappa Stadium is the favorite stadium, 60,000 capacity for Simba to perform. Now, because of infrastructure issues in the CAF, they are appealing to CAF. The Prime Minister yesterday spoke about the first and Kappa Stadium here. We'll wait to see that. Final year this weekend, the second leg is this weekend. But so far, RS Bekane, the only match they will lose, they lose at one goal. Look how many CS Constantine they lose by goal. They've never lost by 2 goals. That's why in 11 matches they've considered 2. Near Simba here, Al Masri, Omo water pitch no so Emma Sebiu, Omo share Al Masri 2 no. Can they do that against experienced masters of this game? El Masri in his experience. We wait to see what happens this week. Okay. 2-0 lead, whether they'll be able to overcome. Now to tennis. Jasmine Paolini is a young, talented Italian tennis player, and Obab in Italian Open as part of the shuttle program ahead of the Roland Garros that will be coming up very soon. Now, Obab against Coco Golf. It is going to be, you expect such a tennis game is going to be tough because Coco is good. Jasmine is not emerging. Don't forget last year, Jasmine, ball Wimbledon final, lost to Barbara Krejcikova, and then ball the French Open final, lost to Iga Swiatek. So she has experience at this level, even though she's not won a major title. Now, what is at stake? Since Rafaela Ebri, a winning Italian Open, no Obabian winning in 40 years, no one has ever won that. So that is what is at stake for her. She needs to make sure that she prove it. Fortunately for her, our Sergio Mattarelli, the president of Italy, our court for them. So that's a big motivation enough. She started by making sure that she broke the serve of Coco Golf, went up 3-1, served very well, good ground stroke, top spin at the 5th game, and she won by 6-4 the first. Second set, she wrote 2 breaks, caused 3 lap up, and then she demolished it. Now, after the demolition, she also went ahead and won the doubles the following day. The last time that was done, Monica Seles did in 1990. That's excellent performance by her. Now, main call to the main one. The main one is Carlos Alcaraz with Jannik Sinner. Now, the reason why it's the main one is because we muna sesia ye wo mwini ye dachi the next 10 years. Omuna ye babe humo memma tennis on be defining. I've said this several years ago. On be defining memma tennis. Ye be most at time the two of them winning different slams. Now, Adia Behunu said, don't forget that last year, these two guys, Jannik Sinner echo finals of Australian Open, or Novak Djokovic semi-final, and Okotra Danny Medvedev echo final. Then he went to the US Open and won against De La Frise. Carlos Alcaraz winning the French Open against Gasparud, echo Wimbledon, echo Novak Djokovic. Now, what it tells you last season, that these two a year, chair Grand Slams to winning 2-2. This year, Jannik Sinner won Australian Open again before he banned from WADA. Won Australian Open again as Alexander Zverev. Now, so clearly, we're the now male tennis players and also the future male tennis players that are going to define it.
But Apostle Minim say if so wow after the dominance of Rafael Nadal or clay courts, it's like another Spaniard and emerging to dominate clay court. Now the question is that what is so special about Spain for and the clay court?
Well, it's just a simple thing. That's where you come to meet. All majority of the courts in Spain are clay, and so Uba as a colonial, that's what you are used to. Now, Argentina, for instance, is clay. Argentina is also clay court. You go to Czechoslovakia, it's clay. Ubenya grass corner, hard court, but they are dominant because that is what they believe. Say over the years, Omanya Hondian winning, and so the Spaniards historically are clay specially. Carlos Alcaraz, ni trainer, Juan Carlos Ferrero. Juan Carlos Ferrero, Roland Garros went away here. You understand me? And Rafael Nadal also came from that. Carlos Moya. So almost best you must see if you're a nation. It's all strength. Almost best strength is clay. No, that's why he 14-time Roland Garros champion. That Rafael Nadal. I don't even think in the next 100 years we have any tennis player. Before him, there was none like that. What do I say? In as much as I'm good at clay, Nadal was exceptional. Now, anytime you call a major Grand Slam, no, your training matches I saw on different courts so that almost country no offer grass, offer hard court to be adjustment. So watch this. You call Roland Garros, you bought Monte Carlo Masters, a clay. You bought Madrid Masters, a clay. And you bought Italian Masters, a clay. So that almost every country, sir, like the US, they're a grass court specialist. Switzerland, both clay and the hard court. Almost free or no, almost used to that type of court. No, best swing through this. And your friends say you call Wimbledon, you were Eastbourne or you were Nottingham or you were the Queen's Open, you were Hale. So that if you are not a clay court specialist, you understand me? A bet prepare.
Yeah.
So that is why the ATP and WTA in the say anytime I come major tournament, they make sure that I'm prepare for such assignments and do not disadvantage because Sebi Ukrono sa particular court in the horn. So you realize that in 2008, Rafael Nadal beat the 8-time Wimbledon champion in Roger Federer. But Rafael Nadal is a clay specialist. But we are just here to be able to be the maestro of Wimbledon. Just like Carlos Alcaraz about beating the 7th-time Wimbledon champion in Novak Djokovic. Our Wimbledon is rare, but because of the adjustment to court, now one will say Carlos Alcaraz are winning 2 grass court against Novak Djokovic, but he's coming from a clay country. So how quickly I'll be adjusting? We say guys right there. She's won 4 Roland Garros, but she's poor at grass tournament. Carlos Alcaraz last year, he lose the quarterfinal at Wimbledon to Daniel Medvedev. He's not good at hard court. Australian Open a hard court. Australian Open a hard court. US a hard court. He's won both. But Wimbledon and the clay court is struggling because Afena all adjusted to it. All these Carlos Alcaraz is also struggling at Australian Open. So they are missing. So that is the reason why those schedules are made to prepare you to be able to do that.
So a strategic.
Yes, how you take advantage about the player, how I'll be fast and quick to be able to take advantage of Sebi quarter unye used to when you were growing up. Novak Djokovic Serbia, a clay court. But I know you're fortunate, sir, or an academy. So Novak Djokovic started playing under 12, under 14, under 15, under 16, and under 17. He won all European titles at the juvenile level. And juvenile level, no, 64 court he played on. 64 court, no, half of it a hard court. So that is why we're winning Australian Open 10 times, but because when he was growing up, he was playing more on the hard court than other court. So that is what explains that.
Time and minimum anka football
there be F1.
Okay, Formula 1.
F1. Max Verstappen has.
Meaning so between the 1-2 we are born. I in brief.
Well, I think that Owen says this year. I mean, McLaren led by Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, and almost dominated because almost can fast. The engineers strategically almost strategy for pole position very well for practice. And so the only person who get crashed here the defending champion, Max Verstappen, proving say even though this year Mokano is faster, you're good, our pace change, I am also there as a champion. I want to win it again, and that is what he did yesterday. Where Emilia Romagna Imola, the Grand Prix of Italy, 7th time. This is the 7th race for the season, and also don't forget Maneralo, to Ferrari, just a distance. So expectation was that except Ferrari, they should make something. Unfortunately, Max Verstappen first lap and Oscar Piastri, that was it. And that was to the end of lap 63 where he delivered a masterclass composure, intelligence, and aggressive race.
Medase, no ya apostle general, giving you variety. Of course, young women are young kind messages in the kakra before say be call for that commercial break. Until unso be to my journey or platform. So I drink chileno here a power show we so. Douglas Costa say keep up the good work. Sound so and the ML Smith see heat. Nana AJ Yeboa Wisdom. Or say it's your boy Junior Baby Jet watching you live from Doma Ahinkro. I can't live without listening to the best sports show in the municipality. Keep it up. Danny Coleman or say watching you live from Ahafukenya's number 2 Jericho. Ember Power more fire. Greetings to Nana Kwame Mensa Shaker at Ahafu Ntotroso. Now also what the message in free diaba. Olivia Tiwa or say hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. How was your weekend going? How is your weekend going, my brother? I hope that all is well. We about Olivia Tiwa, Pato of Pato Laundry, and or say Ember Power. Berima Usu and San or say more fire powers. Sound so and the union dealing China by me Pansa. Okay, be all. Or see the show is live here in Tema Community 6. Thanks so much for doing the monitoring. Carlos Akaras, Heat, Fire, we in Fuanfu Douglas. Anahu Joe. Or see keep the fire burn with emojis of fire. Vincent Mensa. Or see I'm listening to you live from Ahafu Goso. Bennett Cement Factory, a whole announce Uche Samuel Owusu Asare. See more fire with emojis of fire again. Akresi Owusu also wa Johnny and Afienu Joe Lati also or say SB David. You also live wo share na uti show no. ML Smith again or say nice one day. Berimo Owusu ansa or say the powerhouse hashtag Ember Power. I think AC Milan need to stick to one experienced manager with good players. The situation happening at Milan is really pathetic. This manager stay long with a lot of dynamism in their roles, leading to winning glories. Arrigo Sacchi, Don Fabio Capello, Carlo Ancelotti. So I think sticking to their culture by appointing experienced Italian coaches / manager is the best way to go. Mfamfo Douglas, an insightful input on the show. Where Ajenim Giovanni, also powerful morning show. Fantastic. Ericus Derail, also watching you live from Dabuase at Common Hills. Greetings to Sami Motors shop inside Takoradi is Tanukrum, a whole announcer with the every the Abba Charles Enim Roxon or say Philip Flow with a fancy dialect is good for us, your fans. Okay, nti or say Oka Fanten de ya Omu Philippa. Ansu Junior Innocent. I want Barcelona transfer news. Also message no Inshirapa Omale di Fabregas Yaton can Kingsford Akon Massa. That guy Filippo is a super analyst. My love for him keep growing. Fantastic. Yeah, that's say Kwesi Alonso or say Ember with emojis of fire and so etwano and or say share or the atwaso diamaye Capitano Boss TV or say waiting for Sompa booking codes also no. Okay. Nti mumfanche eneno yenye but still na no mo the two platforms nti we follow show na ubenya oho Tuesdays and Wednesdays and again on Saturdays weekends. Kingsford Akon or say Apostle will always give you a balance in sports analytics. Okay. That's it. Prince Obi refer say we are waiting for the Sompa bookings and one. Yedi can wasam ediacho. Thanks so much. A very short commercial break here by with the local issues and other interesting happen. There's
nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
If I shop, I'm sure you'll bag.
Brad, and not so beautiful.
Now tell me about Michelle and see about Queen Wayne and say.
Bra, said your time about Misha, it's your Jimmy fearful, and not the about ever so.
Really, don't this offending now.
Bra, and because me the time about Misha one dance ya, we are singing now about Timinka, and it is some malaria, well drawn time about Misha.
And you go, dear, no more to want to meet any deal. Well drawn a time about Misha, a drink, and your map or bar waffle through. The one map for down for any aquada when you fear to me, and son of the time about Mr. Draven. Shessa Wako Hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
Kayo, time near TIME. Time about Misha. I feel malaria fever be than Ziba, a woman, ever Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do a namu. FDA Aji a dreading cratway at home.
I'm a second crack you have made out to narrow who's a woman say. I'm a fracket to 1 year, 2 years, I can die back. It's the African Spider-Man, I may have a fracket to him one any power here. Let them be cost for Nuti coming when you go ready, won't be African Spider-Man, the baby say what of friend, but preoccupation who's African dance, what baby say what of friend, now secret to Grano, anything.
Imboost herbal mixture and only me secrets. Now me yet to know how to form. And a police me do what dance and say, many namin sonshare, namin a boosted immune system. I'm a semi trainer mental bread. Meet me the come out. I'm on the come with mom so across your class, Metaya Lay, I'm my latitude, me yabaku. And yet, Nakoso.
Hey, Spider-Man, what are you
going? I'm a cratching.
Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture and pharmacy and answer herbal shops. A pin for any color mundi if you do me no enum. FDA aggregating tatwe atu.
If you want better future, join Garden Rose, cause our grit be the future. Join Garden Rose, just be one for the culture. Join Garden Rose, cause say you my day for Ghana. Join Garden Rose, Garden Rose.
Yomu, Pequaya, we have first wing Yajuma, and now at the Jumaqua, and for so was so, and walk Yajumum, any 80 vertimu and ya. So, Anamone, fastest and walk, Wabusia, and won't put a more assetable. But star 718 star 50 hash, not that Caho says, yeah. Ghana grows. Hope Day. Ghana Bros Jumedie, MasterCard Foundation, Miss Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Limehouse, Niwa Buafone Debro.
Mamisha, time HH Heba Mr. Binaunumi, and ya what dropa, a ya draw, say, a manipedian quamwano enya wadding, na a quatia yare, and chain yare and san wakakoto, fire wardro. Nominal abribia Canoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe jasono wonwa and the time HH Heba Mr. Edia bejaso akra wenye nyamfisia dumienu enumbi wo pemfo ene oba wo makra nufo enso enumbi time HH Heba Mr. Who benya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so pedudo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH Heba Mr. Ejadro say FDA aje edwadien kratwe atum.
Rise and shine with Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush. Start today off right by grabbing your Yas toothbrush and squeeze a refreshing dab of Yas toothpaste on it. With its soft bristles, the Yas toothbrush gently cleans your teeth and gums, giving you a comfortable brushing experience. As you brush, feel the powerful formula of Yas toothpaste working its magic, removing every stain in the cavity and leaving your teeth sparkling and fresh. Plus, Yas toothpaste helps make your teeth whiter and protect your gums, keeping them healthy and strong. Choose from our 3 variant toothpaste: Total Care, Herbal, and Winehead. Make Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush a part of your morning routine and start your day with a confident smile. Yas toothpaste and toothbrush, caring brand for caring families.
Okay, welcome back. Yen Sansoma Ghana for any TF in Aquaba na meto adwumedie so. Ejekum Blankson, Orlando atana di fie issues no, local issues no eba. But a telecell cash and a medium dance yatso this morning. Their telecell phone penny for a catcher say your most secured and convenient platform. A banner say send sika and farmer adofo with the lowest charges ever. A telecell. Telecell for some infantu and him say simple. What send sika from telecell. So e de komo obi a onu so e use telecell a free. Yen to kapre bakra. Dia o safata so ya no say obe download the telecell play app no from Google Play Store. And also obe dial star 110 hash. Now if you will follow prompts no what send sika e dia komo dofo. Nkomo na dede na sending keke. The safata so we are say obe sending keke. Very simple. Orlando Atanasi. Ola.
Powers.
A free fabulous and rare victory by ni issue say wofie. Yananche yenin komo. So say they say you're still open.
Oh, league na they say still open. Obi anje. Say league obi ntimi. Yet they ebe cut down to the last
ebe Italy je ni bia na.
Sa pepe na be. Sa pepe said you see Netherlands and run. Sa na e ko.
Yeah, say being a world champion. Because Chrome had last minute, they are not be to see.
Baby, as a
okay.
ECG phone into a move for Kakra. I'm going to be a license Friday.
Oh, fee. Ulenko. Yanko. Ulenko.
Powers, yen chat here for na yes and so a mom when you now kwaba near her phone now. Omo Sompa TV and anope yatana say efisem ena ye debro anopa no ye mawunya ntie Ghana Premier League week 31 no fixtures no results no de wa enoma enso esifa kwaye nyina no anopa ye justice to it enso etime edema na emom no coaches ni di nkomo antino Asante Koroko chef Ford ya na chese Kumasi ya de Asante Mantem na chese enije enso etime aba pa na after the game and our coach Karim Zito and central for Edin Komo and Ebusan say coach Sisiano oka say born game after game. Sisiana we winning for still now con game after game ana yentie coach Karim Zito.
We still have to take it game by game because it's not easy. We are trying to adapt to the dynamics of the game. I want them to understand the rolling of the ball, and it wasn't easy, but what I've seen now is gradually from my first game against Indiana we saw a little bit of improvement, and then we went into our last game, they lifted it up, we went into FA, it was fantastic, and today
Coach Karim Zito, head coach Edema Kumasi Asante Roko, and it is 72 just say, oh no dear, the match biano or bon match after match intino, and they are where we say, Tima, your friend which is a Dreams FC no the next game against baby any Gold Stars in Tehona Sisiano or din any Kwako any Busan say coach, na Sisiano league no we need to tell us obeje. Na Gold Stars game the crowd more coins and no say there be coach bia echo game na niso ade hu nso Kwako wini.
I'm here to play a week. That's all what coaches want. But it can be otherwise. You understand? No coach will go into a game expecting to lose the game. No way. So, in order not to burden myself with so many issues, I try to pick it one by one. When you ask me about Mediama, I will never say anything about Mediama. Because I don't have to meet Mediama now. I'm to meet the PN Gold Stars. So we are going all out. And going all out, we still hold our objective that it is not over until it's over. So we are going all out.
Entino kotokwani swadi hunu no mugusua ekutam emma na wieye achise bibia etimi aba na wieye no coach Karim Zito nsema odi etuja na okono no oja ekwan na ebuza ze coach na Asante Koroko dia pa na no mo lake enom se ose so mo de ball ne beto net no ɛno ne ade ana team no lacking na sisi ade ekwan mu atene 4 na na ekono.
All these 3 matches that we played, our main problem was putting the ball into the net. So if you come to my training, there's variety of training that ends in the net. So this was what we've been doing throughout. Because that was what I saw they were lacking after they started picking. Now, in terms of the stamina wise, I think we all saw it today. They are also lifting themselves up. So we are still fighting the match after match.
Eno coach Karim Zito is here the Chromia Oba or Jenny Samba Endra na chese nyefedi agro na supporters no budget so embra o free stadium no na chese bibia ekoye kodokode oba na no makoye a ene wonam free na ada beji ahweso no de ene amoka nyina ye ne nkofo ahye awura mu bi pen enti no eno asante kodokode ndra na penkra Eruamu ewo dressing room after the game no and our boys and say nana ye bibi kakra nana ye show kakra and nana say obekeka no kakra na kodoko winning bonus no and o say obi a winning bonus no de eda ho eno no o share ana wo beje na mom no or the 200 cedis aka winning bonus ne ho de ama obi a yentie nana penkra
200. Winning bonus, 200 Ghana cedis across board, plus a winning bonus.
Eno nana penkra o se mo kai ananu 200 bi no aha eno ha o side account ho e dey amount 200 boys ne ho de anopa ye dinka ka che o se Kinzuba Kumasi mayor endra anopa no ono nso ye dinka ka che o se 5000 ono nso e de ma team no na endra game ne ba na wie no na Kumasi mayor ensu ewura ma ono wadi nka ka se asante korokwa adwuma ne de dachi bia obeba beye enti no owura mu wo dressing room ho no ne boys ni di nkomo mo 5000 wie no se da bi game no ha ye wie o minim nyina e na ekọ ba bi ani no
protocol edi nkunuma na ni je abakuma se na ba bi ani no next Sunday no mi nyina meka mo yes sir e beti me akọ be ani e de nkunimdi everybody ni be ani am ni ya kana se de teja ni se be ko Africa free ni matches akana na e be boost enthusiasm we supporters ni se numbers na ba se Marcela na regional minister so aka se obepe time na ma ye kwanya ya nkasa mene weja minister ni ya TS circles na ya process no kwanya be fa so a e di ombeba stadium bebe aba be ka team ne che be yes but say you man e be kwa no say ya se be da adi se wi no aba se wi ni ban e kwa so so meta ya no gidi say ye be nya o ma beta o se e prepare e de supporters ni ba ansana akese Africa protocol and more Africa and yes and preparation towards Africa say and
Entino Mr. Richard Akwesi Ofori Buadi Ajeman Kinzuba ono ene Kumasi mayor eno de San 72 jasa asante ko wini dia na ekromi ha ye de entino omo best to me what ye baby ani na chese omo kotwia ye coach Frimpong Manso ne mranti ono still na ko colleague no omo ye se omo betimi age no Kinzuba nsema ono nso etimi edit to dwa na momma me Continental Club Masters House of Folk mummy hendra omugo no so sisi ade watara owuramu wo brekum dia hwa ye nfi obehye sisi a
eno enso House of Folk Nendra omu kochi ye brekum Chelsea e kaba kwa omonzo entimi ante saka ne ho na chese eligisem enso abana enkran so aye de papa nti kodokone hase nyina obia make sure say obewi ni game enso e ho no mo na asafu jamfi the black president anopa me ka che say ose wono de aduro no ye pa na yebuza ne se sisi ano asafu ebimo keka o say zia de ba bia du de adwuma zito mo mfa ma no no nye na oso no de Zito ye technical director na ope Zito enso ebe head coach next season eno nso ope
media for your coach here me pay or your technical director as well me pay because the man me say or your technical director as well me pay they say or no babu e develop on try no mobile sha unje team ya omugo ya omo player ba ko gwen wa last year no bobi and so on the omo nyina ko omo nyina o team anya team ama omo team ni abebo enti yeso no say yetimi e develop on plan na ba no bebrebe ni ya e be bo enti so technical director na mra enye mo be hihye no ekoyi a e ma team no sorry she blaster ye go technical director abawa ya o dey 2 months no
eno enso eye safu jamfi the black president and it is ansem no enso etuja say Karim Zito be technical director be bo Asante Kotoko especially said be omo betimi develop talent no na edru ba bi Asante Kotoko etimi abo omo na fidi senior team no enso eho na chairman of bin sechere eden sem kakra tuja na ochemu pa dia supporters de omo pani o say de bi omo beba na nka team ni wini say yes a de bi omo beba stadium na omo ba na be jigudi a omo ma Asante Kotoko supporters omo mpe lose
game plan na no ma say omo beba draw but who said the way game for you so na yes we have another option and until make us a nedia supporters about park any age who can stance no mu any attitude towards match na na for now to say supporters in any agency. When a supporters they catch the playing body, they should keep on. Supporters they are paying and they need encouraging them about the other matches at what was. It makes us say it was a good game and they are witnessing it. So far.
Mu winning kwa dia supporters na no an area de bia e beba park no chairman of bin section Endras Ember asa Karim Zito ye na de ni biemu okeka ne ho kakra Samba O'Neil oyini free defense wo and ode ni bebo 6 na no ne ebusa obin section no say yes this is a coach say utimi introduce player to a new role na obobo ni ye to say the Endra Samba boy ye na e chese coach Karim Zito ni madwuma pa obin section
you know coach no any coach here we try players so now we will be capabilities now who say me do bo ha be ya we try no ya there that is it and until we were happy say was Samba position because yet there were a number of players that no more defenders and no omunya bi more and who could see Samba Benenima at least it will give others also opportunity. Senebea almost active in their playing chance. To make us it was one of the best decisions Zito Aye and Nebebuama.
Entino one of the best decisions Zito and so I Sandra or Ma Samba and so ever born thinking what the man Santegro Endra Santegro a dominating game no from the start to finish Bibia and so etimi ekoye now Heart of Lions head coach Bashir for Endra went to me and all the 3 maximum point or the draw against Baseke Holy Stars and was say it is not over league no
to the drawing board. We have drawn, so we are going back to the drawing board.
But I still in contention with the league.
Oh, it is not over until it is over.
Entino coach Bashir for Naya and simple no say league there. Obi abetimi agi and 54 points and omonso want to league no it is not over until all is over and no coach Bashir for na Abdul Ghazali and so head coach Edema Baseke Holy Stars and on the Heart of Lions ebo 0-0 after the game.
out here with the mindset of winning the game, not even by one, but by more goals. Unfortunately, we didn't get our target. Our target was to win the match hands down because of what happened yesterday between Accra Lions and Aduana Stars. Unfortunately, this afternoon too, I had a disappointing team. I'm disappointed in myself, I'm disappointed in the way the players play, and I'm disappointed in the way we handle our game, because there's nothing that shows that we should have lost this match. All what I'm supposed to do as a coach, technically, tactically, I have done it. From this season up to now, I play about 4.
And so Abdullah Ghazali, head coach, and so Edema Baseke, Holy Stars, and also Ede and some Tujanona Powers. Said they not Ghana for any so I didn't say African Cup of Nations under 20 no. Ye bet me akwani akoye bibia ye koya quarter finals ye ko film no. And in South Africa ye bought tournament ni wie no omo ena eje and so etimi ede esi omo na so kama omo hye Morocco e kaba kwa omo so entimi anti we a fair play team. Yes, that is a real tournament, Morocco, and ye the fair play team, and so etimi Emma omo so eje na abrantia ye friend Tylon Smith or no enya player of the tournament. Or non so akorawe so South Africa or JN so Edison Naso and South Africa goalkeeper Fletcher Loy or non so enya goalkeeper of the tournament and so Edison Naso Celerion or more a striker ye freno Moma Kamara or no edenya top scorer or share 4 goals and so etimi edg and tino competition na Ghana for Yakoya and Oman Koyeno, South Africa for Omakwaji Bibia, and so EDSC Omana so say, and they over under 20 South Africa and they champions, and so Africa has sent powers. Majina we so na me de F7 Esia na and they Karim Zito was chef 4. It's on record. Was chef 4. And our powers on
Omo Bonabaso.
Aye. So the Sambans who bosses and was
Obin such as say now who produce a work and some of the two or say coach and say a banasana defenders no woman when you bimbo no muswenye biabo. Na midfielders and so muswenye bimbo no
one. Second or midfielders in Epra. Tine duepra a yepra a Emmanuel entry or non swepra. And holding midfielders and anchors, so we need a prepara. And then see a Justice Blaine, so you are shifting it to right back because of more right back issues. Lord, I'm more having and what on. Tina Kotoko problem. Okay. But more problem no. Medical team of us and take Kotoko ye because Kotoko this season Omunya omo 4 squad in a game. See a Kobo game. Na Kotoko players in fit. Wouldn't say this is the Kotoko sign player or the engine buy, but omo passing a fitness. Emma Kotoko a sign. Kwesi asante ye beba be kan ho ase
o ma sign player we predator
o ba wantimi am game o ma sa terminating the contract
o mo sign no we pra
o the engine ni free ba bi na buy
o mo buy o mo ye medical exams o mo hu
so o mo pass no so we fit but one more border yes akwesi asante am game da e no ma terminating the contract Kodoko medical team ne there after this season SMPN for hwenye because injuries in a dozen Kodoko team nim do.
And na politics for ne say woefully causing financial loss to the states. But woefully buapaye obuapa ebo team nika. Ada say. And now nimpa no medically my medical examinations ehun say nimpa no nya fit. Ma pass no fit. Obaye wentuma mbo prana ntino mo wie ma terminate ni player na contract what I say ma no ko
yes
ntina chese wo buapa eno wabokuo nika
ena pass in fit
wo buapa na wabokuo nika so ba nya wo papa botum sika na eretua nika nya club ni sika na eretua nika period no be spending na wanye hwe
no anyway no sada oda Kotoko baby omo day
Sir Prince, what you but Kulun Ghana for say menkantu any mini Ghana for you say Wamodi Nromi and Sabe drama so Nromi and Sano Bako ye hunchun capsules enu prostate problems no need to ase prostate hu issues ni na no e huntun capsules. Number 2 e Mr. Kill enu ye memma nyina aduru no we ye bema wadwuma ye aba forma waduru e Mr. Kill na aroba vaccine pill no eno so aboa esiesie ye nuanom ma no mumu fichiri kom hawo no etu ase efiri ho ama oba bi ho ade bia mekasa bosome so a se de obesi esu etwa adadwo wo fie no ayese ye besi na yie anso na ye menstrual pain unya araba vaccine pill ni bi ebetu ni nyina ase hawo na efiri ho ama ma ho ato herbal shop bi ebewurem over the counter any pharmacy bia no kayo nro ni ye miensa huntun capsules araba vaccine pill any Mr. Kill kopebi na mwa Sir Prince Yankwe.
Forest. I say issue we about say I news the Kotoko because it is normal for the clubs in Ghana here. So we yes anyway. It is normal because so ultimately free or country Ghana mu. Now outside echo for a player where team fee over a year or more about the ball team one. Then I just want to koto player or pram famba. So any news when it comes to Ghana here, per how yes here near recently no. We ensure that new news, mammy. Say, Kotoko assign player, Wopra, and now, or then about Boka kick and one say Jana Quine. It happens outside, a BSC pain, because already even Michael Ballack, when he was coming to Chelsea, Wopra. But on say, Omudiani different in the way, say, Omuya proper examination of the player who say, Prana Woprano, a bedroom that's in an one.
Proper calculation. The difference between Michel Ballack anyway ni say where oba e betna boy you but we wanya fit anya bibia
anything I make no they do proper assessment no one say player na e ne ba no
wa bra fie bosumi dudu si
and dudu si but you calculate here you hwe ni injury na omode na for right procedures ne proper procedures mean to onim say e bi opera in fibra enu be match na no ho ato no.
Anyway, Yamba games about.
It is normal for this thing to happen. And Lagos City is in the nations abo. Before I see me rem no, I think the results nearby and for me obvious results.
Kotoko winning 4.
Results ni na obvious results and not the beba na e wom no. Because why Kotoko the na against Dreams FC. I sat here and said it say Kotoko will definitely win this game against Dreams FC. Kotoko will definitely win this game. Though it is, I said it was going to be difficult for Kotoko because why baby a dreams dana Ghana Premier League no onyanye safe. Though say mathematically when the numbers na the abaka so dreams enko. But Ghana Premier League as them okay. And fan say team be bet me Lucy all the matches now can it is possible. On the it and me who say dreams at least will go into the game wanting to be a bit safe, but where the determination going into the game and then Shadanya high and Kotoko winning that game. No, for me, a bit obvious, but Yamo Kotoko team Nabaso. I think say I don't want to jump the gun and say an improvement of Omo previous games because now we had this game. I think say Omo the near maybe the last game no bad this game. Kotoko say Omo the ball near to form kakra and ball near yefe kakra and ye be brave. But yefe kakra clearly we Kotoko game now who feel say players no person omo link up with themselves unlike at first now as what jebo now ohun ebia number 6 obi ti say Tenedu na jebo Tenedu would definitely be looking at the players on the wings because or a very good passer of the ball or that long passing range no into Tenedu jebo or her wings but obo ball na wings on them no money on them but it seems omo last 2 games no some connection be ya adwuma with team ni mu. So Bijibwa when you say Anya Bia, me tenere lefter, I will get someone there. Me tenere righter, me you be on my body amano. And no any more na a bit of sharpness, bahonoma. I feel say if only Kotoko is going to go onto this momentum, no more the atwasu in the subsequent games are a babu akrobek masa and Tokotoko. And near more air carrying to abaso. I don't want to say so by the near mass sound dynamically, but you could clearly see say there are some things that changing kakra. The players' attitude and a lot of things changing kakra and they're very good. I feel say very very good for the club Krobia Kumasa and Tokotoko. And just like I said, obvious for me, say Kotoko be winning, but the way in which they won, no, you're more a team Nabaso. Chelsea against Heart of Lions, Hearts of Oak. I said the same thing. So already the last 9 games are Chelsea team winning be against us. So it is going to be obvious. Hearts of Oak should Mingas hold on to that kind of records and I say history net down. No more fan win and they won the game. Holy Stars na Heart of Lions. No, Holy Stars is one of the best home teams in the Premier League this season.
Okay.
It's never bad they are Heart of Lions and then Legon City's Nations game no. Paris I think say Legon City's or me at the West. On say in Swatraman they say you're my free. Open the West home team. Our league ni Legon Cities. And now one of the best away teams as to say Nations FC. So Legon Cities tifia omoshe omobrebia. Yesha because we win 7 we about draw 2 we lose 6 we share 16 goals I consider 13 on the home in Ghana Premier League and we Nations also have 7-3-5 wins and it tells you say almost so bomb Muhammad. So going into this game I feel Nations it is going to be a done deal for them and I'm going to be on top they will keep that momentum. My league, Paris said the new who say, share the news out.
Obi busa question be Filippo minimum so there no be chance or see are we mathematically out from winning the league? I mean hard to folk. You Kings for that one. Phobia so one more chance to meet the league nana.
Phobia is still not out mathematically and as I say as a phobia games are aka. Phobia be against Accra Lions. Ofia Accra Lions are against Legon Cities. Now we with Summertex 1996. And out of the 3 games now, advantage of Phobia war NSM or ball or home 2 home games. And 2 home games against Summertex 1996. A one crane. Now I say ball a one crane with Accra Lions. Now we're way to that is Legon Cities. For now, I can confidently tell you say. Team beat Legon Cities, they say there. I say, Omokwa Anasa, and they are playing against my friend Nations FC. So say, those who are entangled in that relegation web, the problem now is that your name teams Omoko relegation. So Obeka say, in Swatramano more pulley outs, or Muye who next season in the league. As I say, Legon Cities, so I can confidently tell you, say, Omonsono, I say, Adiegun Anasa. But then, no, say, Ore Kerala Sporting Club Saturday make our say so was Kabia the Bibia Opa empty bank accounts. Never check Kerala some share SC Mediama. And what happened? Kerala share SC Mediama. Now Adriana Stars game na Okobono. Na him say Adriana Stars will lose this game because no for game or for results na nyahwe. He say no on league no. On so on relegation. Into the best thing is that teams no more or more person will save you more. They will do whatever to save themselves.
But I told I am one because Enra Saturday 3 days ago when someone can if Enra na me sanso Enra numre na me boy show ni sansuiti on particular about how you predicted Ghana your league matches no.
The results in Abai say Bapa Pepe because na no crese Kerala beshe mediema. I don't know.
That's a template to be.
Oh, Debbie. I didn't know where the what. As a person can explain better. I didn't know where the what. You see, let me tell you this. Now, say no dynamics now. Baby, any games in Econo. Say me hear comparative analysis to even European football. Me know when you weekend in the sea or even in Europe. Let's no more no. Me know in the sea or Europe. Say even no person will stay in the league crana. A lot goes into it. Behind the scenes work, so person will stay even in the league. There is a lot of behind the scenes work. No person will jail league now. Say no person will jail league now. A dependent opponent are only on mobile. Say me know we can't confirm who is winning the league. Me obi catch them say be any goal stars in the league. Koroko na league. And now say a nation serves in the league. Me, I can't tell you who is winning the league. But nations bet me the league way when they beat Legon Cities away. See me pa. Nations have bet me the league way when they beat Legon Cities away. On the Legon Cities game near Bono. Way at a say Omo World Cup. So I shall Legon Cities away pet. Nations have see a chance of winning this Ghana Premier League. And so say the kind of form of Koroko Enyano. Koroko asa by threats ama bibiani goal stars even when they are traveling to the dance park bibiani. Now Brekum Chelsea lose him out of folk no. The players are on low battery. As I walk phone shop I go to phone. yes a charge money 100%. What if do fee? No also phone say we use. When they lost the FA Cup semi-final to Krobia Santiago Kono, it go a long way to affecting the team. In the game no boy and as I against South of Okina were firm. Maybe with the women's league is so quick. Now women's league in a new champions. The new champions is Police Ladies. They say I'm going represent Ghana in the UFOA. That is Wafu Zombie. In West Africa and say I call the Champions League. And game on name and Pimda Bueno. Results not shock you bia. And those are who scored the goals. None of me interested. Jane Ayam, any Victoria Ty Williams. No mo share goals no. When Ghana women's football very well. With the Jane Ayam and your news. She has been in the system for years. Jane Ayam. And then you new champion in Police Ladies. And the FA Cup no. The dilemma and the headache was serious because game travel to extra time. It was heavy downpour at the UG Park, Legon Stadium. Now, in extra time, team of Chef first go Jonina. Jonina shall go in the 97th minute. And after so shall go in the 97th minute, they thought so maybe Joyce at Timbila and Chef first go. After Martino, Erica obeying a Apreku. Ebete Then the same Eric Obia Prekubesha in the 112th minute.
Well,
Edema team Fade Ladies. And they Ghana Yake new champions as far as the FA Cup concern. Fade Ladies. Since the Super Cup, they say please any fate. They say the paradigm Nasa. The paradigm now
from Hazakes and
Ampimdakwa. Say the new champions are Fade Ladies. Any please for the league and Fate for the FA Cup.
Apostle General.
Well, it's not. We should not be too excited about changing faces. I've said this several years. It is killing Ghana boxing today. It's not just about changing faces. Since Ampimdakwa have gone twice, Hazake, since they've got in the final, Ampimdakwa, they've not been able to match it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not just about the changing face. It's good. Say there will be competition, but it's about it has always been a problem in this country, not only football, even our sporting setup. So let's be mindful. It's not just about just qualifying and winning the trophy, but Africa now. You understand me? Yes, Azakes has been to the first final. Since then, when they are struggling to qualify there, Apinakwa has gone. They couldn't match up anywhere. That's what it means. So it's not just about new faces, but then Nipa or Kwa, I bet me the BBR brand, because it's not just about the surface winning in Ghana. And then you are Champions League. So that's it. Now, this subject of say yenye players medicalism is a joke in Ghana. I agree. And it's because the FAM Panishobia is dangerous. Detrimental financially to the clubs. And also, you see, it's not only about just the finance, but the fact that uto player bia, upese player, and contributing the quota technically to help the team achieve something. 1, 2. Say player no be using platform, no appreciating value. Every player club bia to be a resale value is very important. Send a at least a beer, you turn $200,000, $300,000 because buchia. A baba bois club. It's very, very key. And then also, through that, we have this players playing at a junior national team or the senior national team. A lot of the players, some clubs don't register every year. Listen, there's nothing about serious medical supervision from the FA on, or some of them don't even do medical. Look, how many clubs in Ghana will recognize medical doctors? Only few. I'm telling you, only few. Medical doctors, apart from Sani Kodoko, are over the years. Other clubs, sometimes we are amazed at the injury situation. Injury recovery about your players are terrible in the league. Your players, bruh, how they recover is terrible. Because a lot of the clubs don't have requisite medical people on the bench. On match days, training, they are not there. Match days, they be a competence, yeah, that's how bad it is. And if you continue like this, you have very good players who's one because of injury will destroy a lot of them. As we speak now, recovery of players in all the Premier League clubs should be a major thing that will concern her. But yes, so what good doctor? And no be one chance to debut. I dare me when player no be in a week and 2 weeks. I dare say you. But unfortunately, a lot of them nurses, a lot of them qualified medical doctors.
But honestly, this story, I want to say, Kotoko, those days, Dr. Leeds, those top professionals.
Dr. Watson before Leeds.
Top professionals.
Renowned.
But honestly, say Obefa player beba on passe medicals, and I say, oh, you name so injury one, so. Then you jina swa ye the same player no you say how long and a player na betne fie and wababa bo club no what exactly happened now ye ja player no kwan because of the same situation now or your bani ya way without having any sort of a benefit on the player
when Sebi Nipa no running club whoever is taking the decision or about what was the system in place. It's our system. The system is functioning very person will go that way. But if there's no system there, people continue and circumvent. That's the problem we have. Here in Ghana, we don't like systems to work. Personalities and human beings, system don't work here. Do you understand? We don't allow system to say because system no be disadvantage to a certain cartel, certain group, because of benefit or many after that. I think that I have an issue. Media away performances have been very bad recent times. Very bad. And Kotanko should look at that. Yes, it's no barrier, but it's not good. It's not good at all. Yes, the away performances, the results from BBNE to Samra Boy to Nations to here. At least almost every away game. I mean, it's not good. This is a team that does quite well away. So I think that yes, I feel Aba. So he's having a grasp. But one trade uncle my confidence of the boys, no, you kill it before you go to prison. I think that Coach Emmanuel Lenin, since he came, he's been doing well. Look, if you look at the points some others are picked, say more middle tables, and injury in how more. I think by now they should have been even among the top 4 now, because the wins is hard from Baseke to Karela to Accra Lions, to Mediama, and then Bechem. The win he had Legon Cities, the drawn game against Bibiani Gold Stars, and the drawn game against Out of Lions. Commend about at the time Obana a probably was team no more. And so I think that he's doing well. Say almost twice this way up to the end of the season. I'm telling you that next season, if the consistency continues, they will bounce back again.
Okay.
That's a very good work that he's doing quietly on a very quiet note, but he's doing a good job. Where he's placed there now 7th. We should maybe not more than what is done. Let's encourage him. I like good coaches are more at the impact, every team more changing fortunes, yes, and improving players. So far he's doing well.
May I say, Apostle General, no, what I be phoning in Anka, Emrason say also ube friend now about soon so. But win big with Mega Cash Lucky Box. The Lucky Box is still on. Still now ubetuma fisika, ufasika we a platform and so. The Albe ni and it's over dial *426 *6 hash. Again, *426 *6 hash. Now if you was selected one of the 6 exciting boxes, no, and as options, no, was selected back on. We are now we imputed that amount o pesa what it to no. Every free 5 cities echo, which my in 5, which my in 10, which my in 15, 20 echo. Na dia would subiano uwesika ubinya. Confirm and then authorize from your Momo wallet. Then we transaction no way. And wana ubenya alert say when you sika phone so kobra bienim. We a Mega Cash yedi ho enkomo. Enti hyase na onso fa ho hyem na sika akase also better so no afa bi akofie frey lines we su sesie na yenin komo sesie frey na also bre show no so 0551 931 931 ye bie lines na tum obe frey no aba so efiri anopa issues a yedin ho komo amanone abefie issues ni na call and join us with your views. First caller, hello, good morning. Yes, I'm Pacho within the baby free.
Kamba manencho na namo chairman of ne dwuma pa wo di kotoko na me pese me bisa asem kakra ja sama to me submission so yo present local news no seven say Ember
Jamsko
Listen yo present local news seven say local news we say yo present local news seven say
Orlando
okay no problem Franco for a moment continental submarket. But you've done a lot of continental submarket. One name so no continental submarket. But 20 years ago now, almost all call Africa and here. One from continental submarket, to be able to make one facility, most of the irrigation system, some of the from continental submarket. It is the government do not. Nations, some ban much here. That's some much here. More private one, more than 5 minutes. Some of them, some from continental submarket. Most is a continental submarket in Kamoso. You never time it too. My whole right, you know, I was so I know that in the future of course, the maximum from 4 to all. But we got the whole case for the community, you know. Yes, I could be Africa.
Jamsko, but me afraid be na as I'm in Toka Sanukra, I'm struggling to hear you. Next caller, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Emma.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning. We are.
But I will say within the same.
Anani,
Yankwe.
I'm some pipe from the Mobile. Emma. Yeah, what's going on? Trophy. Yeah, you know what the trophy do. And we are what Gofana, also more meeting. The two, yeah, I the trophy. You are not talk for you. I say up the trophy. And then Zito Bonagan worthy. And the flick is Zito Ball. And try that radio Babayala. But then the was Adam Adam upon the Babalana. It's a quick transition. The top, it is a go for halfway. It's about the Papa. Emma, Zito will be a my chest and they morning the coach for the Joe. Coach Basketball Media.
Anna, Munyabo Trek cancer.
I have 3-4-3 Zito were fantastic. The one of the boys, you know.
It is
1 year, Emma, I'm not game. At the Sunday, Emma, the objective of the day because the compost with that daily. At the Sabbath, Emma, it was just.
It is a Eno, Anane, and so Ediana. Next caller, hello, good morning.
Emma.
Yes, sir.
I only have Solomon.
Solo, Yankwe.
Madame, I can't do one Sunday. Mama from Poma to say one among the general from the Bedroom. Pamemo, only at the Japan Papa, Name Chamo, Papia, and I will see them for which year. So now the kind of thing, you're more calling people about no one say, Oba and Takaya about the Masters and Joko, because then I will shut the format and I'm not getting down the idea. Okay, I'm nothing a defender, and then I'm our midfielder will control midfield. I am more coaching about that's what the Sompa wanted to make it. You could current do whatever you can, and you're over until it is over. The coach are cut out to put out Bombua, now by now by, and the entertainment to did it Sunday. I guess the DNA will be any owner. The Papa point number, the Japan camera, and that's it.
Mesomeda say solo. Next caller, hello, good morning.
Ember.
Yes, sir, boss.
Hamza, necessary.
Hey, Hamza, Yankwe.
They say, our continental club matches now. They are moved Sanko Bono. What did you tell me your continental club matches now? I am because maybe continental club
but I don't say Hamza still now Crawford African Africa Club of the Century. Kotoko.
Africa Club of the Century, dear my dear.
Okay.
Century, dear my dear. Kotoko de Decurano. But Champions League India, so what Jam is Tomo Bopanga. Go for it to Viana, relegation, or Mobato. Last season, I took a crabby and some relegation. African Pomu be how many years in it? I Kotoko G, FA Cup, SNJ, I leave. Hey, Momba, come on, Mukoyeno. Your mom will pick up Mukoyeno. But Omako FA Cup him. Omako, Champion Africa him. It is content at the end. Someone like Munia, there are some young African Mukojeno. I would walk for 2001. Not yet. And then see a suffer for the government staff. I would do. Munim to say, Namun from Continental, I don't matter. Omuko Africa, the last one from Omuko draws out of the veteran fee. Draws out of the veteran fee. Omunia 1.5. Found them is the number. Mamin kuma tam ne so yawa. Ti sia Karim Zito. Abdul Karim Zito. Ne signature no. O se nya bo kakra. Abutia na na ai ogum koye. Na Zito aba. Na wo de out of 12 points no wanyamu 9 points. Wanyamu 10 points. What dem ga say? Wanya wa bot matches anyene. Na wa bot drop akun. And only get class. What dem ga say? Ama if you form go to a shape that no. O shape indeed, because one of them searching for coaching, Omunya was like a cry. Yes, Papa, very confused. Omumani, you no year pick up in New and son, you would have fight to bet me a Jumana. And then tell me, Bob is a Cabasono. Or we say, to bet me a Juman, German attack, no year Jumano. Okay. Ember, how many years Jumana? Say,
Hamza, no, young quay birthday, so na, and I am Pejamo, Yembreno, Asson. Mame, Yenyaba Rashida. The picture no all the way from Obuase or Buase in the area by war and Ewa happy birthday and Koma Rashida from Mr. Wack, producer for this show. Next one, Mame Mrs. Evelyn Ufori and area by and so I would happy birthday to Mrs. Evelyn Ufori. Way free Oberima and Odie Frabase. Yamfa kwenya we so niyama awodapa. On this note, yedi show new AC ha. Mijina team ni na nemu Adam Asibebre semoni yetena from 9:30 to midday. Dia wahwe we ho air time. So wo dey share Facebook, wo dey frɛ ni nyina no. On behalf of the entire sports team, we say thank you for being part of this wonderful show. What a Apostle General, Jeffrey Asari, what an inca, Philip Inkumisa, Filippo, Sir Prince, and so what an inca, Ejakum Blankson, Orlando, and then producer for the show, Mr. Wack. From MCR, Obapa Grace, and the team in